Hello, my name is Woodward, and I'm here today to talk to you as a representative of the Starbucks Corporation. As we all know, we've had a series of unfortunate events that have taken place with our company over this last year. The most prominent case being what occurred in Philadelphia in April. As a leader of corporate moral and social responsibility, we at Starbucks have taken it upon ourselves to use our mistakes as a company to educate not just our company and our partners, but our communities and hopefully our country, to move forward and embrace differences so we can become a better country. Before we move on to what changes Starbucks has made, let me revisit what led us here. Starbucks prides itself in being a leader when it comes to social values. We missed some opportunities, and nothing made it more apparent than the racial bias issues that occurred. On April 12, 2018, 2 black men were unjustly arrested at one of our Philadelphia locations. The events unfolded due in part to a judgment call that one of our store partners had to make. The men were waiting for their friend to arrive for a business meeting. They hadn't ordered anything, and our store manager decided that she needed to ask them to buy something or leave. The men refused, knowing that their friend would soon show up for their meeting. Again, Mrs. Hilton, our store manager, decided that she needed them to leave. They refused, so she called the police. She hadn't told the men that the police were on their way. So when the police arrived, things escalated, and the 2 men were arrested by the Philadelphia Police Department. The publicity that this event garnered actually brought to light another occurrence that happened at one of our California locations. There was a video taken of 2 men, one white and one black, asking to use the restroom. Neither person had purchased anything, so our store manager did not think either one was a customer, and yet they let the white man use the bathroom and they refused service to the black man. This again was due in part to our store manager making a decision because we didn't have policies in place to help them. We had many protests across the country at several of our stores, made us realize that we needed to take these dark events and turn them into something positive, not just for our company, but for the communities in our country. I will now address the problems and give you the Starbucks solutions. Hopefully you can take them to your communities. As a voice of Starbucks, I want to acknowledge the sadness and regret that we have as a company due to the racial bias and the racial misconduct that took place in our stores. We have failed to develop sound policies that allow our store partners to give the best possible experience to all of our customers. Starbucks is using these events as a wake-up call to help change not just our corporate policies, but also our outlook on our communities as a whole. I want to express my regret personally, and I apologize to those that were most adversely affected by the events that took place during this last year. Starbucks used several outside sources to form a bias training for all of our partners in the United States. This event took place on May 29, 2018. We closed over 8,000 stores to have our partners complete a 4-hour training to combat racial bias within our company. This was accompanied by a film made by Stanley Nelson to help educate our partners further. Our initial response did not grasp the severity of the occurrences. When Kevin Johnson spoke to the public, he apologized, but we hadn't yet formed a plan. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you about the things that we did to change. We implemented a new company policy on May 19th, 2018, which states that all partners are to treat anyone that comes into one of our stores as a customer. This means that regardless if they purchase anything, they will be allowed to use the facilities, use the places to sit and wait, and just experience the Starbucks culture. We're hoping by changing our attitudes towards each other within our stores that we can affect positive change in our communities, that people will look at each other differently when they're outside of our stores. So once again, we pride ourselves in being a corporate leader, in being the company that's pushing the envelope to make things better for our communities. As CEO Kevin Johnson stated shortly after the Philadelphia incident, to our partners who proudly wear the green apron and to the customers who come to us for a sense of community every day, you can and should expect more from us. We will learn from this and get better.